Hey guys, welcome to another video. Today I'm doing my Women's Royal Rumble draw for 2026. If you guys watched last week's video, you'd know what I'm talking about. I haven't, okay, if you guys watched last week's video, this is what I'm trying to say. You guys would probably know why I haven't posted my What I Got for Christmas video yet. But in case you guys didn't, I'm going to explain it again. I'm waiting on one gift. I'm not trying to sound greedy or anything, but I haven't met up with one of my best friends to exchange gifts with her yet. So last time I was talking to her, or last time I talked to her, messaged her, whatever, she said that her stuff isn't in the mail yet, or her order isn't here yet, which I understand, because I understand, because I placed a Temu order. I don't even know where she got her stuff, but I placed a Temu order in November because I'm planning on starting like a little business, mostly for like craft fairs or whatever, called Blind Date with a Book, where I wrap up a book with this brown paper, wrapping paper or whatever, and then I have like stickers inside it or a bookmark and a pen. I don't know if I'm going to use secondhand books and just charge like $5 or $10, like just charge for like the stickers and stuff, or if I'm just gonna, because I have like this app on my phone, it's a work thing, where we can get free gift cards. So if I can collect enough points, I can redeem those points for a free Indigo gift card, and I could get the books new for free. So I don't know exactly what I'm going to do yet, if I'm just going to do secondhand books and just sell them as I'm reading them. So when I read a book, I'll wrap that up and put it towards a craft fair or something. I don't know yet what I'm going to do either, or I might just do both and just charge more for the new books and less for the secondhand books. I don't know yet, but I do want to start that. But I ordered some bookmarks and stickers and stuff for it back in November when I first planned on starting it or talked about it. It still isn't here 2 months, almost, well actually I think it is exactly 2 months later. Still not here. And I placed an order for two free purses on Temu, not even a month ago. I think it was after Christmas I placed this order. I got them like a week ago. So they refunded me for the stickers and bookmarks and stuff, so that's fine. But like, it's been 2 months. It should have been here long before now. So, anyway. But I could kind of understand, well, not kind of, but I can absolutely understand where she's coming from, because like the amount of times I've gotten frustrated with some orders in the mail during Christmas time is disgusting. Like, if you guys watch those few videos like towards the beginning of Vlogmas and all those rants I went on, like some are smaller rants. If you know, you know, my 15-minute rant on like Vlogmas day 1 or 2 or something like that. Yeah, I was beginning to think my Indigo order wasn't coming. It did come eventually. But yeah, I could definitely understand where she's coming from when she says that her order's on here yet. I'm off Wednesday and Friday next week. Wednesday and Fridays are my days off. So I might message her and see if we can hang out either Wednesday or Friday. I'm not going to say anything about the gifts, but I'm just going to say, do you want to hang out? And if she mentions the gifts, then yeah, I don't know. I might just message her, because like I haven't hung out with her in a while. I haven't talked to her in person in a while. Most of the time I talk to her in person now is when I'm at work and she comes in to buy something. But yeah, I do want to hang out with her again very soon. So I might see if she wants to come over, or I go over to her house on Wednesday, or probably not Wednesday because I film like Wednesday, but maybe Friday. But yeah. But in last week's video, like I said, I explained why I haven't posted my What I Got for Christmas video yet. I'm still waiting on my gift from her, because like I said, we haven't exchanged our gifts yet. So I was like, I'm going to do my Men's Royal Rumble draw last week. This week will be my Women's Royal Rumble draw if we don't exchange gifts. by then, which we haven't. So next week, I want to do my Royal Rumble predictions this year, like I usually do. So next week is Saturday night's main event, so I could just do that and post my What I Got for Christmas video sometime in February. But I don't really want to post that in February. Because, like, I want to start cleaning up my room. I don't even know what I'm going to do. I might just... Because I didn't know Saturday night's main event was on next Saturday until, like, 2 days ago. So I was all along, if we didn't exchange our gifts this week, I was going to do my What I Got for Christmas video next week. And just, if I don't exchange gifts with her by sometime next week, just post, just show the gift that she gave me on TikTok with all my other ones, because that's in my drafts. I'm just waiting to meet up with her and exchange our gifts before I post that on TikTok. But I don't know, because I do want to clean out my room and, like, sort out all of my Christmas gifts. I still have them in bags. There's Christmas gifts upstairs that I had given to me for Christmas that I still haven't brought down yet because there's no room to put them. So I really want to start cleaning up my room very soon. So I don't know if I'm going to do my What I Got for Christmas video next week. And if we don't exchange gifts by next week, just post the video and show what she gave me for Christmas on TikTok. Or post my Saturday night's main event predictions video next week. I won't be able to post a results video, but because that's, like, literally the week of Royal Rumble. Or post my Saturday night's main event predictions next week and just save my What I Got for Christmas video until sometime in February. Because like I said last week, I don't want to leave out anyone's gifts. So I think that's what I'll do. Because I do like posting predictions videos. I don't really want to wait until February to post my What I Got for Christmas video either. So I might just have to. I don't know. We'll see. But like I said, this week I'm doing my Women's Royal Rumble draw for 2026. Royal Rumble is in 2 weeks from today, actually. The 31st of January. And I'm very excited. If you know me, you know Royal Rumble. I've actually said this on here before, I think. Royal Rumble is, like, my favorite WWE show of the entire year. So I'm very excited for that. But anyway, if you guys watched last week's video or my past Royal Rumble draws, you probably know how this works. I have a list of 30 numbers done up here. Obviously, I'm not going to write all their names down individually because that's just going to take twice as long. This just shows, like, what number, like, what bag I'm picking out of for what number. So you'll see here main roster for the first 3, legend for number 4, and stuff like that. And I have a bank and 3 Ziploc bags. So I'm going to go through each number, pick out a name from one of these bags or the bank. And just pick out 30 names, and that'll make up the WWE Royal Rumble, Women's Royal Rumble for this year. Obviously, this isn't the real thing, but this is just for fun. I've been doing this for, I don't know how long, the past several years, so yeah, I got this idea from Kip Clips. I don't think he posts anymore, unfortunately, because he was one of my favorite WWE YouTubers. I love watching his videos and, like, his, like, what's it called? The live streams he used to do. I'm actually going to look that up, because if I don't, it's going to annoy me for the rest of the night. He used to do these live streams throughout the day, like during the day before a pay-per-view. Hype parties, I think that's what they're called. Kip Clips. And I would join every single one. And I would love it. Yeah, a hype party. So he would, like, go, like, during the entire live, he would, like, hype all of us up, all the watchers, for the show. Like, Extreme Rules, WrestleMania. Like, he would go on straw poll and make polls of who we think would win each match. And we would, all the viewers would go on to the straw poll and place our predictions there. So, I loved his hype parties. It's very unfortunate for me that he doesn't do them anymore. I don't even think he posts anymore. Does he? I haven't watched his videos in so long. Tip clips. Yeah, his last video was almost 2 years ago, I think. April 8th, 2024. So it's very unfortunate for me that he doesn't post anymore because I loved his videos, especially, like I said, his hype parties. They were so much fun to watch. But anyway, I got this idea from him. He used to do them just about every year. So shout out to him. Credit goes to him. But I'm just going to jump right into it. In this bank, I have women's legends. So being like Trish Stratus, Lita, people who aren't in the company anymore but used to be, whether they were on NXT, SmackDown, Raw, whatever. Also, people like Lillian Garcia and stuff like that. She also is a legend, so I was thinking of putting her in this, but I don't. As far as I know, I've never seen her wrestle before, so I have her in the debut bag. So, women's debut, main roster. So debut meaning like people, like commentators, stuff like that haven't really wrestled before, or not that I've seen. A main roster being like Raw and SmackDown stars like Rhea Ripley, Alexa Bliss, Io Sky, like stuff like that. NXT being like obviously people from NXT is self-explanatory. Sol Ruka, Zarya, Kalani Jordan, Lola Vice. So, and women's surprises being people that you would not expect to show up in a Royal Rumble. Celebrities, kind of like Maria Menounos, even though she has been in a WWE ring before. She had a match at WrestleMania one year. Danielle Fishel, stuff like that. So I'm just going to jump right into it. The first three are coming from the main roster. This time I don't have my fan on. I had it on for the first few minutes of last week's video for this draw, for the men's Royal Rumble draw last week. I had to turn it off like halfway through because it was annoying the shit out of me. So, yeah, I don't have it on this time. So, I don't have to worry about stuff like blowing away or whatever. So, like I said, first three are coming from the main roster. So, entrant number one is going to be... Okay, and last week for the men's Royal Rumble draw, I feel like, yeah, we did have some pretty good stars, like legends. But this time I want, like, especially from the main roster, I want to see, like, actual big stars. Like, former women's world champions, Rhea Ripley, Io Sky, Bailey, like, those types of people. Not like... I don't mean this in a bad way, but not like jobbers, I guess you could call them. People that don't really be used. I would love to see Natalya in the Royal Rumble this year because she has been in every single Royal Rumble since the first ever Women's Royal Rumble back in 2018. She's been in every single one. So to me, there's no Royal Rumble without Natalya since she's been in every single one so far. So I wouldn't say she's never been shown. She's never shown on TV. Like I don't know, a couple months ago, we've started seeing like vignettes or like clips of her, like transforming, I guess you could say. But that only lasted for like 3 weeks and then she just vanished again. So it's very unfortunate because she is an absolute legend. But yeah. But like I said, I don't want to see no jobbers. That I say this in a bad way, but to be fair, a lot of the jobbers I love. But they're just not shown very often. Like Zelina Vega. Now she's like her husband's sidekick pretty much. Candice LeRae. It's not that I don't like them, but they're just not shown. So I don't really want to see a lot of those people just because they're not shown. I want to see a lot of like big stars, like women's world champion type people. Or former women's world champions. So anyway, entrant number one, I'm done rambling, is going to be Roxanne Perez. See, this is a solid pick. I love Roxanne Perez. So I like that one. Number two, Tiffany Stratton, another solid one. So far, even though we've only had 2 people so far, this is already better than the men's Royal Rumble draw, to be honest. Number 3, I love this. I love this woman, Bianca Belair. She's like one of my favorite women in the history of this company. I love her. And I hope she comes back to the Rumble because I miss her so much. Okay, number 4 is a legend. First 3 picks for the Women's Royal Rumble draw, solid. Like, actually solid. Women's Legends. Number 4 is going to be, so like I said, this is people that have been in the company in the past. Even though they were kind of like jobbers, they're not really legendary. They've been in the company before, so that's why they're in this bank. Number 4 is going to be Ash by Elegance, who used to be Dana Brooke. The other 2 women, M by Elegance and Heather by Elegance, are in the surprises bag because they're from a different company. So surprises being like celebrities or people from different companies like Impact, TNA, AEW, stuff like that. Ash by Elegance, even though it's a different name, she's been in WWE before as Dana Brooke, so she's in the Legends bank. Number 5 is from the main roster, and it's going to be, also, I forgot to say this, I do this in every draw. At the end, when all 30 names are picked, I will put all 30 names back in this bank or one of the bags, and I will pick out the final 4, and then I will put those 4 back in the bank or whatever, and pick out the winner. So number 5 is going to be Becky Lynch, another solid one. So far, this is probably the best Royal Rumble draw I've ever done. And if this was the real Royal Rumble draw, I would not be mad about it at all. Okay, number 6 is from NXT. I have a lot of favorites regarding the women in NXT, so I'll probably be very excited for either one of these. Number 6 is going to be Blake Monroe. I like that. Apparently, I've been hearing a lot of rumors that she's going to be called up to the main roster soon, so I would not be opposed to that. Okay, the next 4 are also from the main roster. I feel like I don't have a lot of women's names in the main roster bag this time as I did the men's names in the main roster last week. But anyway, number 8, Liv Morgan. I love her. Number 9... Is it? No. That was number 7. Liv was number 7. Number 8, Lyra Valkyria. Number 9, Jordynne Grace. She's very new to the main roster, but I've seen her in NXT. I've seen her in TNA for a little while. I didn't become a fan of NXT until like April 2025 or March 2025 or something like that. So I didn't see a lot of her in NXT or in TNA, but I've seen her in WWE since she first joined the company, and I love her so much. Okay, number 10, Charlotte Flair. Solid. Like I said, if this was the real Royal Rumble for the women this year, I would be very happy. Like extremely, extremely happy. Like all of these women are like some of my favorites. Okay, number 11 is a debut, and it's going to be Kathy Kelly. Okay. Number 12 and 13 are also from the main roster. Number 12, B-Fab. I like B-Fab, but to me, this is what I mean as a jobber. Like, I'm not saying that, like, in a negative way, like, I don't like her. I do. Her and Michin are, like, great together. But, like, she doesn't really wrestle very often. So, in a Royal Rumble, like, I want to see people that, like, sure, it'd be nice for her to get a chance, but, like, in a Royal Rumble, I want to see a lot of, like, legends, former world champions, not, like, people that are barely shown on TV. I mean, not that I don't like her, I love B-Fab, like, she's great, but, like, she's not usually shown on TV very often, and if it is, it's backstage, so. Number 13 is going to be Nikki Cross. Okay, I can work with that. Number 14 is a legend. Also, I'm looking after my boss's puppies again. I love them. They're so cute. So if you see or hear any moving around, it's Mally. She's right here. I love her. And I love her brother, Frankie. Frankie is out with my parents. Every time we babysit them, Frankie sleeps in my parents' room and Mally sleeps with me. So, yeah, I love them. They're so cute. Some of the cutest puppies I've ever seen. Okay. Number 14 is a legend. And it's going to be... I'm going to try to go really fast because last week I had to do 2 parts. And it took me really long to post these videos last week because it wouldn't post. I would press upload and it would take 3 hours to upload and it still wouldn't upload. So I had to cancel it and upload it like 3 more times for it to work. So it drove me nuts. So I'm going to try to do this all in one part. I might not be able to because I don't like, I feel like when the videos hit a certain, like filming these videos, when they hit a certain like mark, like 25 or 26 minute mark, it'll cut off and start like a part 2 automatically. So I really want to avoid that. But anyway, moving on. Number 14 is a Lacey Evans. Number 15 and 30 are surprises. So people that, for me, would blow my socks off, or people from like different companies or whatever, celebrities. So number 15 is, yeah, I'm definitely going to have to make a part 2. There's no way I'm going to get all of this. We still have like 15 names after this one to go through, like half of it left. And then I have to pick out the final 4 and then the winner. So I'm definitely going to have to make a part 2. So I'll just let this go to 25 minutes and then I'll make part 2. Okay. Mina Shirakawa. I think she's from AEW, I'm pretty sure. Correct me if I'm wrong. Okay. Number 16 is from NXT. And it's going to be Kalani Jordan. I love Kalani Jordan. She's so good. Number 17 is from the main roster. And it's going to be Rhea Ripley. Queen. She's one of my favorites of all time. I'm obsessed with that woman. Okay. Number 18 is also from NXT. And it's going to be Tyra May Steele. Solid. I feel like she hasn't really wrestled much on NXT. I think I've seen her wrestle like 2 or 3 times. So, and that was in like 2025. So, I think she should be on, like have more matches, but I would like to see her in the Rumble. I think she'd do really well. Okay. Number 19 is from the main roster. Raquel Rodriguez. Again, solid. And it kind of makes sense for her to not only be in the Rumble, but to kind of win. I don't think she will. But just for the storyline aspect, it would kind of make sense. Because like she's feuding with Stephanie Becker, who at the moment is the Women's World Champion. So if she won, it would make sense just for the storyline. Which I don't think she will. I think Liv... Right now, Liv Morgan is my pick to win the Royal Rumble this year. That might change. That's why I don't usually do my Royal Rumble predictions video until either the day before or the day of the Royal Rumble, in case my predictions change. Especially with the entry predictions, they're changing so much. Like a couple times a day, I'll go on my notes and change them. So I'm not going to post my entry predictions on Instagram until either the day of the Royal Rumble or the day before. Okay. What am I at? Number 20 is going to be a debut. Number 20 is going to be Kelly Kincaid. I say Kincaid. Number 21 is a legend. And it's going to be Stacy Keibler. I would love that. I've heard of Stacy Keibler, like before I became a WWE fan, only because she was on Dancing with the Stars. I didn't see her season, but I've seen a couple of her dances, like, after she was on the show. And then I found out she was a wrestler, and I'm like, oh, she was on Dancing with the Stars in season 3 or something like that. 2? Something. It was like one of the earlier seasons, like before season 4. Number 22 is the main roster. And it's going to be... Oh, she's back. Piper Niven. Number 23 is from NXT. I think this is going to be my last name, and then I'm going to end this part and make a part 2, just in case the video does cut off like 25 or 26 minutes in. From NXT, number 22 is, nope, 23 is going to be Nikita Lyons. Unpopular opinion, but I love her. She's one of my favorites in NXT. I just wish they had her wrestle more. I don't know if she's injured or what, but I miss watching her wrestle. Like, I remember watching her wrestle and loving her and thinking she was like the most, I don't know how to explain it, but I just loved her. So, anyway, that is it for part 1. I will see you guys in part 2.